In the grand tapestry of royal life, there are pivotal moments when the ornate barriers of privilege crumble, revealing the stark reality beneath. Palaces adorned with gold and titles etched on ancient documents offer no solace against the crushing force of public humiliation. For Sarah Ferguson, once known as the Duchess of York, but now stripped of that formal designation, such a moment has arrived once more. And this time, she's not navigating the storm in isolation. As we embark on this exploration, I must pause to address something important. Over the recent days, countless viewers have followed these unfolding dramas, yet many remain unsubscribed. If you're among them, I urge you to hit that subscribe button for Crown Reverse, ensuring you stay updated on every twist in this captivating saga of royal intrigue. The resurgence of controversies linking Prince Andrew to the notorious Jeffrey Epstein has thrust Sarah back into the eye of a tempest she's battled for years. But the fallout extends beyond her, ensnaring her beloved daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, two individuals she's dedicated her life to safeguarding. What does it signify for a mother teetering on the brink of complete ostracism to witness the repercussions of mere associations tainting her children's lives? How profound is the realization that a single resurfaced email can tarnish not only one's reputation, but an entire familial legacy? Insider reports paint a picture of Sarah on the verge of emotional collapse, a state that's tragically familiar in her convoluted journey. Renowned royal biographer Phil Dampier reveals that her sister Jane has traveled from Australia to provide unwavering support, shielding her from the pervasive isolation that has shadowed her existence. Sarah is in a dire state, Dampier notes, and it's entirely understandable, as she's once again positioned at the crossroads of disgrace and perseverance. Yet, the current stakes surpass previous trials, with the emotional toll running deeper. She's evolved beyond a mere survivor of scandals. She's a devoted parent, observing her daughters' names dragged into the same sensational headlines that once shattered her own world. The initial eruption of this story echoed past revelations from Andrew's entanglement with Epstein. However, a solitary line from a 2011 email ignited a seismic ripple. In it, Epstein alleged that Sarah was the first to rejoice at his release from incarceration, and that she visited him in New York accompanied by her two daughters. Both Ferguson and her daughters adamantly refute any recollection of such events, dismissing them as fabrications. Nevertheless, the harm is irrevocable. In the arena of public perception, mere allegations frequently suffice, casting long shadows regardless of veracity. For Beatrice and Eugenie, now in their 30s, this shadow isn't novel, but its weight has intensified. They've crafted lives emblematic of stability and decorum, deliberately distancing themselves from their father's infamy. Beatrice, wed to property mogul Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, juggles motherhood to a young daughter with her professional endeavors. Eugenie, married to Jack Brooksbank, balances raising two sons alongside her private career and occasional royal obligations. Their aristocratic titles and heritage, however, bind them to parents whose reputations the monarchy has sought to quietly enter. The revival of Epstein's name, with its web of connections and implications, pulls them back into a realm they've strived to escape. For Sarah, this represents the ultimate cruelty. Despite her numerous misjudgments, her unwavering affection for her daughters has been the bedrock of her tumultuous royal narrative. She's frequently articulated her identity as a mother above all else, royalty and personal aspirations secondary. In candid interviews, even during her most exposed moments, she's declared, "My girls are my world." Yet, that cherished world is now fracturing under immense pressure. The timing of these developments couldn't be more unfortunate. Mere weeks prior, both Sarah and Andrew consented to surrender their lingering royal titles, a gesture symbolizing the severance of their official ties to the institution. No longer emissaries of the crown, no longer welcomed at Sandringham for festive gatherings, their partial exile has solidified into total exclusion. And still, even in banishment, the monarchy's grip lingers. Sarah has been relieved of her charitable patronages, including the Natasha Allergy Research Foundation and Prevent Breast Cancer, which have distanced themselves to evade association with her renewed scandal. Once a beacon of lighthearted revival, the Fergie, who penned children's tales, hosted lively talk shows, and staged a triumphant public return, she now confronts doors slamming shut once again. Amidst this upheaval, her daughters' names have surfaced alongside hers in media reports, not as esteemed patrons or beaming public icons, but as unwitting figures in an Epstein-related expose. Epstein's moniker alone evokes profound moral and emotional decay. It's the quintessential nightmare for any parent, beholding the ramifications of one's past choices mirrored in their offspring's lives. Confidants describe Sarah as exceedingly vulnerable, agitated and tormented, struggling with sleepless nights. She's endeavoring to maintain composure, but the confluence of diminished status, relentless scrutiny, and repercussions for her daughters has left her scarcely functional. Her existence has oscillated between extremes, vibrant and effervescent at her peak, tumultuous and self-sabotaging at her nadir. Currently, however, she appears ensnared by forces beyond her command, the gradual erosion of her public image, inextricably linked to her role as a mother, which in turn is rooted in profound love. For decades, Sarah has navigated the precarious boundary between acceptance and expulsion within the royal sphere. Tolerated yet never fully embraced, she embodied the quintessential outsider long before Meghan Markle assumed that mantle. Unlike Meghan, who departed on her terms, Sarah persisted, residing with Andrew post-divorce, participating in familial occasions, and clinging to hopes of absolution. But now, the element anchoring her to royal esteem, her daughter's pristine reputations, is jeopardized. Those acquainted with her assert this has fractured something intrinsic within her. The psychological burden of disgrace isn't unfamiliar to Sarah, but this iteration is compounded by maternal remorse, as the daughters she nurtured to embody kindness, resilience, and autonomy now confront the fallout from history's most pernicious associations. Even if the claims prove baseless, even if the email is deceptive, the repercussions endure. Beatrice and Eugenie are irrevocably woven into the discourse. For them, the anguish is multifaceted. They've steadfastly adored their parents, never abandoning them amid crises, neither during Andrew's title forfeiture, nor Sarah's financial ruin, nor the media's derisive labeling of them as the awkward princesses. Their allegiance has been unwavering, marked by supportive smiles and resolute presence. Yet such devotion exacts a toll. Andrew's controversies have curtailed their royal prospects. Born into nobility but sidelined from active duties, they're occasionally included, sparingly photographed, and employed in private sectors. They inhabit a liminal zone between the defining institution and a scrutinizing world. Now, with their mother's name resurrected in headlines for all the erroneous motives, what implications arise? For Beatrice, striving for a serene life as a professional parent, it might entail curtailed public engagements. For Eugenie, who leveraged her platform for charitable and environmental causes, it could invite heightened surveillance and diminished trust from those orchestrating the family's narrative. And for Sarah, witnessing this progression might herald something even graver: the epiphany that true redemption may elude her, and them. Royal analysts depict the ambiance enveloping the York family as oppressive. Rumors circulate of a complete ban from Sandringham, with even King Charles, renowned for his diplomatic patience, nearing exasperation. Prince William and Catherine, reportedly, have privately voiced exasperation and disillusionment with the persistent controversies plaguing the monarchy. Forgiveness, it seems, has boundaries, and those have been breached. The Yorks, formerly integral to the inner circle, now resemble specters in its halls, acknowledged solely in title. Yet Sarah's sorrow transcends politics. It's fundamentally maternal. In her psyche, this isn't about forfeiting privileged access. It's about the erosion of the tenuous security her daughters enjoyed as peripheral royals. Secure, revered, unblemished. That sanctuary has been violated. Envision the haunting imagery tormenting her. Her daughters' names juxtaposed with Epstein's in stark print, insinuations unspoken yet palpable, inquiries inescapable. Picture a mother powerless to defend her progeny from historical malice or her own missteps. Sarah Ferguson's odyssey has perpetually been one of metamorphosis. Each downfall prompted reconstruction, each ridicule met with a defiant grin. But this juncture might demand more than mere rebuilding, for it necessitates trust, and global faith in her appears extinguished. Nonetheless, her plight resonates with profound humanity. In her descent, she transcends the caricature of Fergie the Fool or the Duchess of Disaster, emerging as a woman engulfed in despair, a parent paralyzed by the dread that her errors have bequeathed a tainted inheritance to her children. Perhaps herein lies the narrative's transcendence beyond mere scandal, unveiling something elemental beneath the royal veneer and tabloid savagery. The primal terror of bequeathing suffering to one's offspring, the anguish of observing one's name sully theirs, the the subdued sorrow of acknowledging that the perils you've shielded them from have ultimately encroached. The trajectory for Sarah remains shrouded in ambiguity. Deprived of patronages, titles, and invitations to royal assemblies, she's practically an outcast. Yet, she's tethered to the institution through her daughters, her recollections, and her remorse. It's challenging to foresee the future, Phil Dampier observes, and perhaps that's the most accurate summation. For this transcends a royal imbroglio. It's a live human catastrophe, the unraveling of a public persona, a maternal figure, a woman who's expended a lifetime pursuing belonging, only to confront the likelihood that it will eternally evade her grasp. As her sister stands vigilantly beside her, as paparazzi encamp outside her residence, as Buckingham Palace upholds its stoic muteness, Sarah must grapple with an unassailable truth. No royal crisis management can rectify this. Certain losses defy reversal, and some shadows refuse to dissipate. Thus, we conclude with the lingering query that echoes in the aftermath of sensationalism. When a mother's history imperils her children's prospects, can affection, even that of royal lineage, sufficiently protect them? And as absolution definitively eludes, what endures of the woman who steadfastly persists? To delve deeper into Sarah's background, it's essential to recall her entry into the royal fold. Born in 1959 to a family of minor aristocracy, Sarah grew up in a world of equestrian pursuits and societal expectations. Her marriage to Prince Andrew in 1986 was heralded as a fairy tale. But cracks emerged swiftly: extramarital affairs, financial indiscretions, and a notorious toe-sucking incident that cemented her Duchess of Disaster moniker. Their 1996 divorce didn't sever ties. She continued residing at Royal Lodge, a testament to her enduring, albeit fraught, connection to the family. This resilience, however, has been her double-edged sword. While it allowed her to reinvent herself through ventures like Weight Watchers ambassadorships and entrepreneurial endeavors, it also kept her ensnared in the monarchy's orbit, subject to its judgments. The Epstein scandal, resurfacing in 2019 with Andrew's disastrous BBC interview, reignited old wounds. Now, with fresh allegations implicating her daughters indirectly, Sarah's protective instincts are amplified. Imagine the internal monologue: "I've weathered my storms, but how can I shield them from this poison?" Beatrice and Eugenie, for their part, have carved niches outside the spotlight. Beatrice, educated at Goldsmiths and Harvard, has pursued roles in tech and finance, founding her own company. Eugenie, with a background in art history and a passion for philanthropy, has advocated for causes like anti-bullying and mental health. Their marriages, Beatrice's in 2020, Eugenie's in 2018, symbolized stability, yet the royal shadow looms. Eugenie's wedding, held at Windsor Castle, was a rare moment of familial unity, but even then, whispers of Andrew's controversies tainted the joy. The email in question, unearthed by investigative journalists, claims Epstein's words: "Sarah was thrilled about my release and brought the girls to see me." While denied, it evokes memories of Epstein's lavish New York townhouse, where powerful figures mingled. Sarah's 2011 visit, if it occurred, might have been innocuous, a social call, but in hindsight, it's a minefield. Her daughters, then teenagers, could have been present, unaware of the undercurrents. This incident underscores the fragility of reputation in the digital age. A single document, preserved in archives, can resurrect dormant scandals. For Sarah, it's a reminder of her 1990s nadir, when financial woes led to bankruptcy and public ridicule. Yet, she bounced back, authoring books like What About Me? And launching wellness initiatives. But now, at 64, the energy for reinvention wanes, especially with her daughter's futures at stake. Royal experts speculate on the family's dynamics. King Charles, ever the mediator, has reportedly urged discretion, but his patience frays. William, poised to inherit the throne, views these scandals as detrimental to the monarchy's image, particularly post-Meghan and Harry's departure. Catherine, the future queen consort, embodies traditional values, and the Yorks' antics likely exasperate her. Private family gatherings, once inclusive, now exclude them, fostering a sense of abandonment. For Beatrice and Eugenie, the toll is psychological. They've defended their father publicly, attending events despite backlash. Beatrice's daughter, born in 2021, represents a new generation, yet the Epstein taint could limit her royal path. Eugenie's sons, born in 2021 and 2023, might grow up in a world where their grandmother's name evokes controversy. How do they explain this to their children? The loyalty they exhibit is admirable but isolating. Sarah's sister Jane's arrival offers a glimmer of solace. Jane, a former teacher, provides emotional grounding, reminiscent of family support during Sarah's childhood traumas, including her parents' divorce. Yet even this can't erase the guilt. Sarah has spoken of her daughters as her greatest achievement, but now that achievement feels imperiled. Broader themes emerge: the monarchy's evolution. Once impervious, it's now scrutinized under modern lenses of accountability. Epstein's network exposed vulnerabilities, and Sarah's plight highlights how personal choices ripple outward. It's a cautionary tale of association, how one man's crimes can haunt innocence. In expanding on her emotional state, consider Sarah's insomnia as a manifestation of anxiety. Reports suggest she's consulting therapists, grappling with depression. Her public persona, once flamboyant, has dimmed. Charity events she once graced are now off-limits. Financially, she's reliant on private ventures, but sponsors flee. For Beatrice, the scandal might affect her business dealings. As a director at Affinity, a tech firm, she navigates corporate worlds wary of royal controversies. Eugenie, involved in art curation and philanthropy, could see partnerships dissolve. Ultimately, Sarah's story is one of enduring love amidst chaos. As she confronts exile, her bond with her daughters remains her anchor. Whether redemption awaits is uncertain, but her refusal to surrender speaks to human tenacity. In the quiet after the storm, the question persists: can maternal devotion transcend the stains of history?